Unfortunately, yesterday I ran into some storage capacity issues for filming, and you probably got like 2 or 3 shots maybe of yesterday. But I got to the Sherman Brook campsite, tent platforms, outhouse, fires permitted, and yeah, got in. I had stopped in the town below, grabbed some dinner before I even made the hike up, and got here and set up the tent and just kind of try to figure out the storage thing. I think I got it settled, but we shall see. Today will be an 18-mile day, and going to the next shelter. The shoes I had bought were just not so good on my feet, so I'm glad that I kept my old shoes just to make sure. I know it's extra weight, but you know, when you're dealing with an untested, unknown brand of shoes and feels good in the store, doesn't mean it's going to feel good when you come out here. So I sucked it up, grabbed the weight, carried it. I'm glad I did. Swapped them back out, and now I'm on the hunt for some kind of store or something that'll carry the brand that I like, the Ultra Olympus. I'm even interested in trying the Hoka's, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna get moving along and get down. Exciting today. In a few miles, I'll be leaving Massachusetts and going into Vermont. Yeah, another state down. And yesterday was the 1,600 mile mark, which means I'm less than 600 miles away from Katahdin. Easy day. And I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there. Well, I made it to Vermont. The Long Trail footpath in the wilderness. The Long Trail, maintained by the Green Mountain Club, follows the mountain range for 273 miles north of Canada. White painted blazes mark the trail. Blue blazes mark the side trails. AT follows the LT for 105 miles. Yo, I'm in the greens, y'all. Doing the Long Trail and the AT at the same time. Ooh, I think there's something else over here. Might be another sign. What's the sign say? What does it say? Oh, nothing much. Just says Appalachian Long Trail North. But yeah, Vermont, y'all, Vermont. Another state down. Beautiful little river going by, or creek, or whatever this is. Nice. Ooh, almost to lunch. All right. I got to that shelter and I had myself a lunch. Rest my feet a little bit. Whew. I just climbed that little hill back there. It got me winded for some reason. Anyway, 6 miles to the next shelter. And I could go 4 miles to the road and get a ride into town and do dinner and then go to the shelter afterwards. Contemplating, you know, when you have things like towns that are close enough, having a good meal, it's always a plus. But we'll see. We'll see what happens when I get to that road. There's also a possibility of rain, so if it starts coming down, then I'm not gonna want to get a hitch or whatever into town. I'm just gonna want to get to the shelter and get out of the rain. So we'll see what the future lays. Yeah. For now, I'm gonna get moving. Well, it might be a little bit of a race, because there's definitely a storm a brewing. I can hear the lightning, or I can hear the thunder, and I can see the dark skies behind me. I'm on top of one of the hills. I think I have like a couple of small elevation changes before I get down to the road, and then it's like a mile or two up from there to get to the shelter. So hopefully I can get there before the rain, preferably. If not, then it'll be a big pain. Don't like it when it rains and I have to hike in it, especially since the temperatures have been colder. So, all right, well, I'm gonna get moving. Let's see if I can get down there. Well, here it is. Rain came down, or is coming down, and I gotta go down the path before the water starts dripping by like a little river. So a little steepness here. Probably fallen twice because of the mud and stuff like that, catching onto things like shoes and trekking poles. I even broke one of my trekking poles already. So Vermont so far hasn't been so nice to me, but you know what? Something was bound to happen at some point, so I'm not broken, knock on wood, just some equipment. I'm gonna get down in through this rain and up to the shelter. Here, I'm knocking on wood. All right, there we go. Cool little thing here. It's split rock. If you can actually see it. Hold on, here we go. Yeah. Let's see if the umbrella fits through split rock. Oh, tight fit. Oh, but it worked. I am slowly making my way to the shelter. I opted not to go into town because it's raining, and I'd rather get things set up and out of wet clothes than into dry ones. Whew, but this is a steep climb. All right, let me get to it. Okay. I think I say that a lot. Okay. Anyway, made it to the shelter. Didn't die. Rain has basically stopped. I got my rain kilt over the top of me, just kind of maintain heat so I don't get chills. And I'm going to grab water. Many of our chores. I'm set up in not in a very good spot, but it'll do for the night. And yeah, I'm gonna make some plans to get to Manchester. We'll take a zero and go from there. A lovely little place, a nice little stream right next to it, not too far from it all. And it looks like the next shelter is 8.3, and then 17 something else. Yeah, but yeah. Done and done for the day. I'm gonna get water at the Melville Nauheim shelter, and I'm gonna get food, and then I'm gonna get in my bed. So, I'll see you at the next place.